Okay, folks, looks like we are ready to roll here. Is everybody ready? In the back, okay. I'm going to kick it over to our General Manager, Dana Brown, who has a very special official announcement to make. Dana?
All right, good morning, everybody. Thanks for all of you being here. Today's a special day. I must say that I'm very excited. This is probably one of my biggest hires of my career, and that brings a lot of excitement to me. Appreciate everyone being here. And I appreciate, Jim Crane allowing me to, lead the charge. And as I continue to keep him updated on what our thought process was and where we were going in this direction. And so I appreciate that. Allow me to also recognize Pamela Espada. She's here today. Had a chance during this process to have lunch with her. I'm excited about the relationship that we're going to have here, and also the young girls that are here today too, his daughters. So we're excited about that. After Dusty retired, we got to work. We got busy. Dusty had a great run here, and we got busy and we started looking, and we wanted to continue the success here in Houston. And with the 7 straight CSs and the 3 World Series during that time, we wanted to have a successful search. And you know what? We came up with the right man for the job. Our fans deserve it, and we appreciate that. And I was looking for certain attributes in this job. I was looking for someone with leadership skills, someone who could communicate, someone who would collaborate, and ultimately someone who was humble. And I've had a chance to talk to Joe Espada almost the whole year. And, we've had great conversations. We hit it off early. And I think, without a question, Joe is a good fit for this job. So I am excited to announce that Joe Espada is going to be the new manager of the Houston Astros. I like that ring.
Let's get an old one, man.
That's right, brother.
All right, take a couple photos, guys, if you can.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Excited, man.
Thank you.
A couple photos, guys. You good? Okay. All right, Joe.
Thank you. This is a very exciting day for me and my family. But before I begin, I want to thank Jim Crane and the Crane family for this incredible opportunity. I'm humble by this. This is a dream come true. And I just can't express my feelings about how happy I am to stay home and get to manage this team. I got to thank my wife. No, before I go to my wife, I got to thank you, sorry, for your trust. For your trust. Thank you, Dana. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to work closely with you and keep this winning culture going and getting this team back to the World Series.
Amen.
Pamela, thank you, my love, for your support and your love and your patience. And my daughters, girls, I know how much this means to you, and I want to share something with you. You remember when we always go to school and Daddy tells you guys about doing your best, working hard, and follow your dreams? Well, Daddy is living his dream, okay? You guys could do whatever you want. Whatever you put your mind to it, you guys can accomplish that, okay? I love you guys. I want to thank the fans, the best fans in the world. Thank you for your support, for your unwavering love and support for this team. I'm emotional right now, but it's just because I have worked really hard to get to this point, and I just can't wait to get started. Thank you.
Okay, folks, we'll open up the questions now. I'll ask one thing. We'll do English questions first, and then we'll follow up with Spanish questions first. So raise your hand, I'll call on you guys. Brian first, Randy McElvoy, then Chandler.
Congrats, Joe. When Dusty retired, did you have a feeling that this was going to be your opportunity, and did you get the sense that you were going to be the front runner for this job?
I prayed. I really hoped that I get a chance to stay home and manage this team. I love this city. I love this team. I love this community, and I know I can protect and continue success and bring winning, continue winning in this city. So I'm excited about this opportunity, and again, I can't wait to start working.
Okay, Randy McElvoy, then Chandler.
Hey, Joe, congratulations.
Thank you.
What have you learned about yourself in this role since arriving in Houston as bench coach, under the guys you've worked for, to prepare you for this new job?
You know what? I have front row seat to two incredible managers. The last 4 years working for Dusty, watching him connect and work, and to say that I was the bench coach of a future Hall of Fame manager, it's incredible. It was an honor, and just watching him, how he prepares, how he communicated, how much he cared about winning, and how hard he pushed players, and in a good way. He really cared about the importance of communication and collaboration, and he allows us coaches to do our job to get the guys ready to play. I really appreciated that, and I think that's really going to help me for my next step.
Okay, Chandler, then Christy Regan.
Hey, Joe, congratulations. Obviously, you had interviewed elsewhere for managerial jobs, and you've gone through the process a bunch. I wonder, this time around, did you change anything about how you presented yourself in the interview process, and how would you characterize the interview process with Dana?
You know what, Chandler, I think that sometimes we think that we could choose our destination, but I think God has destination chosen for us. I think God wanted me to stay here, and I'm happy that I'm here. And I just can't wait to work with Dana and put the best players on the field and collaborate with them, with our whole entire front office, just to make sure that we put ourselves in a good position to win baseball games.
Okay, Christy, then Adam Spillane.
I know you have a great relationship with the players. Do you feel like that's one of your best attributes as a manager?
Absolutely. I think it's important. I think communication with these players is very important, empower them to have a say in the process. I've seen this team win a lot of games, and I know what it takes to win. I know how to push his players, when to push them, and I think it matters. I think these players trust me, but trust is earned, and it's a two-way street. And I think I've done a good job making sure this player knows what it takes, and I think that helped me to be the good fit for this job.
Okay, Adam Spillane, Matt Kawahara, and Greg Bailey. Adam
Hey,
first.
hey, Joe. Do you know who will take your old job, and what are your plans for the rest of the staff?
Yeah, so right now Dana and I will be talking about that. So we'll come up with a good plan and make sure that we have the right guy to my right, and make sure that we put a good coaching staff there on the field to help our players win games.
Okay, Matt Kawahara, and then Greg Bailey.
Joe, congratulations. You had gone through this process obviously numerous times. Did you ever start to think not getting those previous jobs that maybe the opportunity wouldn't present itself?
Oh, there's always a chance of that not happening, but I'm a man of faith. I knew that I was going to get an opportunity, and again, I'm just happy that he's here. Those players in that room, this front office, the people that I come to work with every single day, is special. This is a very special place. It's unique. There's no place like this anywhere in professional sports, and I'm just happy that I'm home.
Okay, Greg Bailey, Kim, and then Brian McTaggart.
Joe, we all understand all too well that this is 365 days a year, off and around the clock. If your family doesn't sacrifice to make that possible for you, it doesn't happen. What does it mean to you to look at them and share this moment with them? You said your dream has come true, and I'm sure they're a big part of that.
Absolutely. Just my wife, how hard she works. My kids, I have missed a lot of, gymnastics and dance recitals, and it's tough. It's tough. This is really, really tough. And when you're trying to win games and you're trying to be a dad and a husband, it's really tough. But it's worth it. Thank you for the question. It's good.
All right, Kim, Brian, and then Chandler.
Congratulations, Joe.
Thank you.
You've been here through a lot of it, right? Good, bad, ups and downs. How much does all of that, what you've experienced over your time here, prepare you for this moment today? And you talked about your faith. Can you talk about just how you never gave up on yourself?
Absolutely. Character. I have been around some really, really smart people who care about one another. So it's a really good environment. This is an incredible culture, all the way from top to bottom, all the way from the front office to the Dominican Republic. And that helps you gain confidence and stay through the path. And I think I have been very blessed to have a lot of people around me that help me be in this spot right now.
Okay, Brian and Chandler.
Dana, what was the process like beyond Joe? Did you seriously look at any other candidates, or was it sort of Joe's job from the get-go?
Yeah, we looked at other candidates, but I wanted to keep today more about Joe and moving forward. Joe was the leading candidate. I think Joe has special character. He's a family man. He's got great leadership skills. He's a pretty good communicator. And so we're looking, to really build this thing and continue the success. I had a lot of information that I talked to people in the front office about. These guys have known Joe even longer than I've known him. And so, Joe, I think just being around him for almost a year, he's a pretty special human. So it made it easy for us to decide for Joe.
Okay, Chandler.
Dana, following up on that, I'm sure you had heard of Joe before you came here, but being around him for a year, what did you learn about him, and how aligned do you feel with him going forward as your manager?
Yeah, I just think the most important quality of a leader is humility, and I think he embodies that. He's a humble person. He has a willingness to communicate. He has this teachable spirit. He has a voice. He's firm. I just liked a lot of things about Joe, and just being around him for this full year, I got excited about him, and I would talk to him often and shoot questions at him. I was interviewing him before he knew I was interviewing him, and so because you're trying to get to know your coaching staff and even people in the front office, and as you walk through this process as a general manager, you're always interviewing people on your staff, and so make no mistake, I feel really comfortable about Joe.
Okay, a couple more in English. Mr. Baseball here, and Jason Bristol.
Congratulations, Skip.
Thank you, sir.
So much of today's game is based on analytics, the discussion between that and your experience and your instincts. What are your feelings? Where do you fall?
The balanced approach between the two, very important. We look at data closely, how we evaluate our players for our game planning, for player evaluation is very important, but also the human side of things, the human behavior, the players' performance, their makeup, their toughness, what they're going through in that moment. I'll take those things under consideration, all those things to make good, solid decisions.
Okay, Jason and Matt Young.
Joe, congratulations. When you look at the roster, what do you think are some of the needs for this team in 2024?
Man, we have a really good team, a really, really good team. This team can win for many, many more years. There's a few areas they're in need, and Dana and I will be talking with our staff and the whole entire front office to fill some of those gaps, but I am really excited about our team.
Joe, you talked a little bit about what you take from Dusty Baker. What did you take from some of the other guys, Girardi, AJ Hinch, those guys?
Man, I've been next to some incredible baseball minds, but they're also really good people. These are family men who care about their family, care about their community. That regardless of what happened on the baseball field, these guys were good fathers, good husbands, and that stuff is important for me. We always speak about how good this team is, but in that clubhouse, there's good parents, they're good brothers, they're just good people. And I think when you want to win a winning product, when you want to have a winning team, you need just good people. And I think God has put me next to so many wonderful people that I think has let me sitting here, in front of you guys.
Okay, we'll transition to Spanish now. We'll start with Javier and then Francisco.
Joe, primero que todo, bueno, las felicidades por el ascenso.
Gracias.
Más de 6 décadas de existencia de esta organización, 25 managers contigo y eres apenas el segundo latino después que Preston Gómez, el cubano, lo hiciera entre 1974 y 1975. ¿Qué significa para ti?
Oh, grande, grande. Esto es un sueño hecho realidad. Y también quiero enviar un mensaje a los niños y a las niñas que aspiran a tener posición en deportes profesionales. Yo salí de un pueblo pequeño en Puerto Rico, de Metrópolis, Carolina, y hoy estoy siendo reconocido como dirigente de un equipo de Grandes Ligas. Solamente hay 30 trabajos de esto, que cuando uno de verdad trabaja, ética de trabajo, hay disciplina, uno tiene fe en el Señor, los sueños se hacen realidad.
Okay, Francisco and then Jose.
That was a great start, Javier, by the way. I'm going to ask you in English. Would you please just answer in Spanish,
Sure.
Mr. Espada, por
Sure.
favor? First of all, congratulations.
Gracias.
I mean, it's a great moment for you, for your family. I hope you cherish it forever in your life. And you've been an EXO, to say the least, on other organizations. And as an EXO, you have a say in the clubhouse, but the final say is the skipper's responsibility to say the final say. Now that you are in command, now that you have the ship, what different guidance or what different roles or what different goals may you have, perhaps from the previous administration with Mr. Baker?
Bueno, pues para mí es bien importante que la fundación de nuestra cultura es respeto, es unidad y es comunicación. Esa cultura no cambia, independientemente de quién sea la persona que esté encargado, de quién sea la persona que esté llevando el mensaje. Mientras uno mantenga esa cultura y ese proceso, los peloteros van a respetar, porque ellos saben que eso es lo que nos ayuda a nosotros a ganar. Y mi trabajo es exactamente eso, mantener esa cultura unida, pues para ponernos en buena posición, pues para ganar el juego.
Muchas felicidades, Joe, por acá.
Saludos.
Preguntarle, tienes la gran ventaja de que puedes comunicarte con los peloteros en inglés, en español y unir mucho más este clubhouse que es muy unido. ¿Qué representa eso para ti?
Es bien importante. Yo siempre le digo a las personas que no porque una persona hable español todos somos iguales, todos venimos de diferentes culturas, hemos pasado por diferentes momentos de nuestras vidas. Es cuestión de uno tiene que sacar el tiempo pues para compartir y tener esa relación con el pelotero, escuchar. Los mejores comunicadores con quien yo he trabajado son los que hablan menos y escuchan más. Son los líderes que por ejemplo, son líderes. Y esa es la persona que yo me he enfocado en ser por mis últimos 13 años en las Grandes Ligas.
Okay, Francisco and then Luis.
Yo, felicidades.
Gracias.
Felicidades. Una plática que tuvimos anteriormente, platicabas tú sobre tu formación desde niño con Miriam Espada. Platícame de la formación de que tú te acuerdas hasta lograr lo que has logrado hoy en día.
Mi mamá, que Dios la bendiga. Están guiando hoy de Dallas para Houston. So hoy los tengo aquí conmigo. He asked me a great question about my mom, and they're driving down from Dallas today. And so we'll have a little bit of some time to spend together. Pero mi mamá, una mujer bien especial, trabajadora, disciplina es algo bien importante para ella. Verla como ella protegió nuestro hogar por muchos años y tenerla todavía viva pues para compartir esta experiencia es bien importante. Yo en la temporada del 22 mi papá tuvo problemas en el corazón y yo pues fui a Puerto Rico a pasar un tiempo con él y estuve bien cerca de perderlo. Y recuerdo pedirle a Dios ese día, le pedí al Señor que me dejara que estuviera vivo un poquito más. Déjame que esté conmigo aquí un poquito más para yo poder algún día compartir esta noticia. Y se logró.
Okay.
Joe, Luis de Telemundo.
Luis.
Felicidades.
Muchas gracias.
Para empezar, bueno, has mencionado todos los timoneles con los que has trabajado anteriormente, ¿no? ¿Cómo te ha preparado eso? Y también hablando un poco sobre ser un timonel novato, ahora que vas a tomar las riendas de este equipo, que sabes que la expectativa es llegar a la Serie Mundial, yo creo que cada año, ¿no? ¿Cómo anticipas que va a ser ese reto?
Bueno, pues para mí aprendí mucho del proceso de esos dirigentes con quien he compartido. Yo he estado alrededor de dirigentes como Ozzie Guillén, que dirigió una Serie Mundial. AJ Hinch dirigió una Serie Mundial. Dusty Baker dirigió una Serie Mundial. So, ver cómo ellos se comportan en el clubhouse, su manera de comunicación, pero es bien importante que yo tengo que ser yo. Yo tengo que ser mi propia persona, cómo yo trate mi comunicación con los peloteros, no tratar de ser alguien que yo no soy. So, eso para mí es algo bien importante y el respeto que tengo en el clubhouse, respeto de ambos lados, de los peloteros y de los coaches y de la oficina central, pues para poder hacer mi trabajo. Ese respaldo que tengo en el clubhouse es bien importante.
Okay, that's it. One last one.
Una más de mi parte,
Sí,
Joe.
sí.
Tu estilo de dirigir, ¿cómo lo describes? Se habló mucho en esta postemporada pasada cuando expulsaron a Dusty Baker allá en Arlington, que tú decidiste a batear meter el bateador emergente a John Singleton después de allá en Ardillas. Y se habló mucho sobre que Dusty tal vez no lo hubiera hecho, ¿no? Pero eso se vio un poco de tu estilo, un poco más agresivo, si se puede decirlo. ¿Cómo lo describes tú?
Tú sabes, eso fue un poquito de mi estilo, pero también con colaboración. Son conversaciones que nosotros pues tuvimos antes de la serie. So, al yo mirar el juego, estaba anticipando ese movimiento y estuve preparado pues para darle esa sugerencia a Dusty en ese momento. Al ser el expulsado, pues yo pues tomé la rienda y gracias a Dios que el movimiento funcionó. We're talking about, he asked me about the game, the game 5 in Texas and kind of the process of it. And I was telling him that, that's a, collaboration. We talk about those moves before the game, before the series starts, who's a good matchup against who, how can we put our players in a position to succeed, right? And I was about to get ready to give that suggestion to Dusty about potentially making those moves once he gets ejected. Now, it's my decision to make those calls, and I was telling him, thank God that those moves work because getting Hosey at the plate, and I just saw it coming. He just does it over and over again. So when those two men get on base, I'm like, here we go, we got a chance.
Okay, one last in Spanish, right here.
Yo vengo de Nicaragua, felicidades.
Oh, gracias, gracias.
Y cuando alguien así como usted da un paso como este, nos alegra muchísimo, nos representa a todos. ¿Qué significa eso para usted?
Oh, increíble. Y yo he visitado Nicaragua, un país precioso, y me gustaría ir de nuevo. Pero, pues, para la juventud, para las personas que me están mirando y tienen aspiración de estar sentado al frente de un grupo como ustedes o tener la oportunidad de dirigir en Grandes Ligas o en baloncesto, voleibol superior, lo que sea, se puede. ¿Sabe? El Señor es el que tiene la rienda y Él es el que sabe el plan para cada uno de nosotros. Pero bien importante, la ética de trabajo, ser responsable, escuchar. Los mejores líderes, vuelvo a repetir, son las personas que escuchan, no tienen que siempre estar hablando. Eso es bien importante y para mí en Puerto Rico hay una fiesta hoy y estamos celebrando en la Isla del Encanto.
Okay, thank you, Dana. Thank you, Joe. Congratulations to you, Joe. At this time, Pam, you want to bring up the girls? We'll take a quick picture, okay?
Yeah, come on.